Alafia! Welcome to the Mind of Ro page. I am Faju Junde, Oba Jaguna, Oguna Salamio. Today I'm going to make a video on a Shango guided meditation. The last video I made was on how to stop living in fear, and the other video I made before that was what is fear mongering. So that is why I had all those videos lead up to this one, because Shango helps us live fearlessly. So if you would like to know a little more detail about fear mongering, how to not live in fear, go ahead and check those other videos out that I just made within the last couple weeks. And subscribe to my YouTube channel at Mind of Ro. I also have a TikTok page, an Instagram, and a Twitter at Mind of Ro. And I also have a Facebook business page at The Mind of Ro. And I do Ifa readings. So if you'd like to get an Ifa reading, and if you would like to know your Orishas, go ahead and set an appointment with me. And I do readings over video chat from either my Instagram account or my Facebook account. So go ahead and find me. So why do I have fire on me right now? Because Shango is the Orisha of fire. He is also the Orisha of thunder. He is the King Orisha. He is known to be the ladies' man. He is known to be with Oba and Oshun and Oya. So why would you meditate on Shango? Because he will help you live fearlessly. He will help you have a sense of security within yourself. He also helps with sexuality. If you have any hormonal imbalances, working with the energy of Shango will help balance that out for you. He'll also help you with stamina. So men, if you need some stamina in the bedroom, then working with Shango will help you with that. He also helps you be brave. So if you need to do anything like public speaking or doing live videos or going into an interview or anything that has to do with something that might raise the fear within you, or even having a hard conversation with somebody, then doing this meditation prior will help you, because he will help you feel brave, because Shango is a warrior and he is scared of nothing. If you are a man, meditating on Shango and radiating Shango energy will help you be more attractive to women. Yes, so if you do this meditation, the more you do it, the more attractive women will be towards you. Another one is wealth. Shango wanted me to make sure I tell all of you out there that Shango brings wealth. He's all about living the life. He is flashy. He is fancy. If you see the type of men that walk around in the nice fit suits and the nice hats, he is that type. He is wealthy. He is flashy. He is business minded. He will bring you abundance. He will bring you leadership skills, management skills, business skills, and he will motivate you to accomplish your goals, because he is a very pushy and motivating Orisha, and he does not settle for insecurities. If you are a woman, does this mean you cannot meditate or you cannot invoke the energy of Shango? Absolutely not. There are plenty of sons out there to Shango who are women. And there's a lot of women out there who are actually very insecure and tend to have a bad habit of dating people who treat them like crap or like to walk over them and boss them around. So if you are a woman and you tend to have an insecurity within yourself, and it's hard for you to stand up for yourself sometimes, or hard for you to speak your truth, then yes, of course you can meditate on Shango. He will help you push through life, because if you're radiating Shango energy, no one could push you around. Nobody is going to push Shango around. He is a Orisha of fire. He is a Orisha. He is the King Orisha, and he is the Orisha of thunder, and which means lightning. So if you think about the energy of lightning and the loud bang of thunder and the crackling sound, the way it hits the ground, that is his energy. That is who he is. So if you want to radiate that energy within yourself, do this meditation with me. What you can do is just look at my screen. I'm about to turn my screen around, or you can light a candle and stare at the flame, because he is the energy of fire. It is up to you. If you do light a candle, it's good to light a red and white candle for him. Those are his colors. And his number is also 6. So if you like to put out 6 candles, that would be good for him as well. But if you do, please place a little water, like a cup of water, a shot glass of water next to it, because he is hot, hot, hot. And you do not want too much heat in your home because he can come with fire. So please put water by the candles. If you decide to do this and you decide to call on Shango, make sure you keep him cool-headed, okay? So I'm going to turn the camera around. Go ahead and go into a quiet place where you will not be bothered, because I'm going to help guide you to call Shango with your energy, because Shango is pure energy. So the best way to do that without going to a ritual and you are supposed to do it that way. But for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to invoke his energy into us and to have a conversation with him, and that's between you and him and nobody else. This is your experience and your experience only, okay? So don't let anybody tell you how to have this experience or what you should or shouldn't do, what you should experience, what you shouldn't experience. It is all you. It is all up to you. I cannot tell you what you will experience every single time I meditate in front of Shango. It's always a different experience with him. We always have a different conversation. Sometimes he doesn't even come to me and wants to talk to me, and sometimes he comes and rushes and talks to me. Sometimes he talks to me when I don't even call him to talk to me, and sometimes he does. He's different, you know? He's his own man, okay? So good luck with those of you who's going to do this meditation. My fiance is a Shango priest. I got myself my own Shango at home. So hopefully you out there get to be your own Shango, or maybe you'll find you a Shango as well. So I'm going to turn the camera around. And you're going to sit in a dignified, confident position, which means do not slouch, because if Shango comes to you, you better not be slouching and looking insecure, because he's going to tell you to straighten up, okay? So make sure you're going to sit up high. What you can do is sit crisscross applesauce, or what you can do is sit on your knees, ladies, like you see the pictures of the queens and the goddesses in Egypt, however you want to do it, and have your hands on your lap, or you could sit crisscross like in a meditative position. It's completely up to you, but do not lay down, and it would be better if you do not stand up, because you need to be relaxed enough to where your mind's going to be able to turn down a little bit so you could hear him speak to you if he decides to speak to you today or tonight. Okay, so you're going to close your eyes, and we're going to start out with 6 breaths in your nose, then 6 breaths out your mouth, because his number is 6. So again, you're going to breathe into the count of 6 through your nose, and then you're going to breathe out your mouth to the count of 6, and then you're going to do it again. You're going to do this 6 times on your own. What you're going to do is you're going to try to calm your chatter down, and you're going to begin when you start to hear me rattle. I'm going to start making some music a little bit in the background, and when you hear this music, it's going to help not only put you into a trance, but it's going to help calm the energy of Shango. So when you start to hear it, I want you to focus on the breathing, the count breathing that I just told you to do. And every single time you feel a thought come to your mind that interrupts you, like what you did yesterday, what you want to do later, whatever your worries are, you're going to push them away and don't identify with them. Don't let them interrupt you. You're just going to simply notice them, and then you're going to push it away and return your breathing back to the 6 count breath. And then when you hear my voice again, you're simply going to follow my instructions, and you're going to repeat the affirmations that I'm going to say after the breathing. And then after that, I'm going to have you think of a conversation to have with him. You're going to think of one question you want to have with them. He's going to answer it for you, okay? So don't think about that right now. Let it come to you naturally. You're going to tell your Ori, which is your head, that question that you need to ask him will come to you naturally when the time comes, when I start to tell you to ask the question, okay? So go ahead, starting now, start your 6 count breathing. go ahead and return your breathing back to normal. And you're going to take your hand and you're going to hold your head. You can have one hand on one side and one hand on the other side because you're going to speak to your Ori, which is your head and basically your soul that lives within yourself. And you're going to call on Shango. So place your hands gently, show love with your hands to your head. Keep your eyes closed and you're going to repeat after me. Ibashe Ori. Ibashe Ori. Ibashe Ori. Ibashe Shango. Ibashe Shango. Ibashe Shango. Take a deep breath in your nose and out your mouth. Keep your hands on your head and keep your eyes closed. Repeat after me. Orisha of lightning, fire and strength. The king with the double axe. Lord of dance. I greet the king. I greet the king. I greet the king within me. Protect me from my enemies. Bring me justice. Bring me wealth. Bring me prosperity and abundance. May I be as attractive and as confident as you, Baba. May your fire grow within me. Help me be a brave leader like you. Help me be motivated and secure within myself. Take a deep breath in and out your mouth. And you're going to slowly relax your hands and put them back on your lap. Keep your eyes closed. And you're going to now call on the energies of Shango. You could either whisper Shango's name to yourself. You could either say it within your mind. You could either just focus on the energy of him somewhere in the ethers, in the universe, and you're going to call him forward, either with your words or with your mind. I'm going to give you just a moment just to concentrate on calling him. You're going to say, I apologize if I have come to you in vain, Shango. But I come to you out of respect, and I have a question. You're going to ask him one question. And do not repeat the question. He doesn't like things being repeated to him, and he doesn't like to repeat himself. Ask him once, and then you're simply going to return to focusing your attention on your breath. And every time you feel your mind wander elsewhere, you're going to return your breathing, return your attention back to your breathing. You're going to focus on his energy. You're going to focus on the sound that I have in the background, the rain and the thunder. And simply relax. Don't expect him to come and don't expect him not to. You're simply going to just be one with the moment and accept your time with yourself. Sit in silence just for a moment and be with Shango. If you feel like Shango is telling you to do something, then be sure to do it. If you feel like you need to put your head on the floor for him, then put your head on the floor for him. If you feel like he is asking something of you, it is okay to ask him what he wants from you. If he asks you to humble yourself, be sure to humble yourself. If he tells you to not cry, then stop crying. If he tells you to speak up, then speak up. And do not ask him to repeat himself. Return your breathing back to normal. Return your attention back to your breathing. And we're going to do 6 count breaths. You're going to breathe into your nose to the count of 6. And then you're going to hold it into the count of 6. And then you're going to breathe out your mouth to the count of 6. And then you're going to hold it out to the count of 6. Before we start, you're going to say goodbye to Shango. Tell him thank you. Whatever you want to say in your own words. Then you're going to start the breathing. Again, in through your nose to the count of 6. Hold it in to the count of 6. Then out your mouth to the count of 6. And hold it out to the count of 6. And what you're going to do when you do this is you're going to focus on sitting in his energy. Go ahead and start. Take a deep breath in your nose, out your mouth. Go ahead and return your breathing back to normal. And if you want, you could sit silently as I close the video out, or you could go ahead and open your eyes. If you're not an initiate, you could always do this meditation with the candles. If you are too fearful and you would like to get a reading first, then feel free to message me. If you are an initiate, this is actually a practice I use to meditate in front of all my Orishas. It helps calm the mind. It helps call on them within my mind so I could hear them speak to me a lot easier. So, as an initiate, I do it myself. I meditate in front of my Orishas all the time. I am a certified guided meditation instructor. So, please check out my other videos that I did on the Netaru, who are the Egyptian deities or the Egyptian gods. I did about 7 guided meditations with 7 different Netaru videos, so please go check those out. I also have a Shango video that I made, if you would like to go check that one out as well. If you would like to know if you are a child of Shango and he is claiming you, or if you feel that Shango is telling you during this meditation that he might want something from you, go ahead and shoot me a message and we will do a reading and find out if you owe him any abo or you just might be a child of his. So my next video is going to be on how to tell if someone is playing with your emotions. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube at Mind of Ro. And don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified whenever I have more wisdom and enlightenment to share with you. I hope everyone is having a fearless night. Odabo. Peace.